In the chronicles of human failures, there are few more infamous than the RMS Titanic. All ships, we learned, can sink, including the one they called unsinkable. But now, a century later, an Australian billionaire says it's time for the Titanic to sail again and revise its place in history.
We'll 100 years later sail the exact same route and take up the torch and sail into New York and complete the journey.
Clive Palmer is building the Titanic 2, an almost exact replica of the first Titanic. He says it will be ready to set sail by 2016. The mining tycoon, who is funding the project entirely by himself, is something of a romantic.
Well, Titanic's was a ship of dreams, and Titanic 2 is the ship where dreams will come true. It's not just a ship, it's an experience, you know. It's about Rose and Jack.
Rose and Jack from the award-winning movie. Like director James Cameron, Palmer is sparing no expense to recreate the cruise liner. The grand staircase, restaurants, and smoking room will be identical. But there will be some notable differences on board the Titanic 2. This ship will have enough lifeboats, along with modern technology to avoid the icebergs. There are already 40,000 applications for the first trip, including a dozen people willing to pay $1 million for first class. Titanic survivor Molly Brown's great-granddaughter already has a place on board.
She would be the first one in line for a ticket. Absolutely. She would love it. She never finished the voyage, and she always loved to finish what she started.
Ocean liner sank over a century ago, claiming 1,500 lives. Titanic 2 will look just like the original, right down to the dinner menus and the costumes. But the new ship will sail with modern-day safety and navigation equipment. Elaine Quijano spoke with Clive Palmer in New York about his vision.
It's about people all across the world, their concept of what Titanic means to them, the experience of respect, of love, and of a different time perhaps, where women were treated differently by men. Maybe it was before things happened in the 70s.
So if you had to classify this, would this be a luxury experience?
Depends what class you're in, I guess. You know, we've got first, second and third class, and for me it's a luxury to sit in third class, to have some Irish stew, to jig around at night. I can never do that. I'm always travelling first class everywhere. So I want that experience. I hunger for that experience.